I'm Shiloh from Musical Madness, and you're watching the EXO Show. Woo! Let's go, dude! Music rules! Ariana Grenade.
And we're interviewing Nickelodeon stars Ariana Grenade.
It's like C4. Not sponsored. C4. Imagine if I started doing sponsors now. Boosts metabolism, supports fat loss, sharpens mental focus. Oh, this does. Sharpens mental focus, yeah? Ariana Grenade. What are RE like? I don't know. It's for something like you're so cute, you know, or something like that. Okay, what's good, my huggers and kissers? So I finally watched the movie Wicked, and let me tell you, it's pretty wicked. Okay, it was okay. Let's get into the nuance of it. So I like the movie, right? Kinda. Okay. So a problem. Okay. So overall, I didn't like the movie. Okay. Overall, I didn't. How do I put this in? Overall, I did enjoy the experience, but I didn't overall like the movie. I think that's kind of where I'm getting at. So I don't know if this is like just a me thing, but I was not expecting there to be so much music. Now, I know it's a musical, right? It's a musical. You should expect some music, but I was not expecting like so much. It was every second. God damn. I mean, and the thing about it for me is like I couldn't pay attention to dialogue. Sometimes I couldn't find myself paying attention to what's being said because it's in a song. You get what I mean? And so like sometimes I would like tune out. I would like zone out, and obviously I'm not a musical head, so like I wouldn't know, but like I would zone out and just kind of listen to the vibes that's being sung, and I'm pretty sure like parts of the dialogue and like parts of the plot is in the song, but like I don't know, I just thought it was just so much music I could not focus on like dialogue. And then also the story, I'm not gonna, we're not gonna spoilers, but the script, I didn't I was confused the entire time. I was confused because so Cynthia's like, not like say too much. Cynthia is, let's just say, ostracized. I think this is the fair. It's not much of a spoiler, right? But let's just, she's ostracized in some sort of manner. But then it's also like Ariana Grande is this princess, I guess. But then like if she's a princess, why is she so normal? Like in terms of I don't know because she comes down in this bubble. So I'm like, oh, she's important. But then like she's not even that important. Like is she important? Who knows? Like. The movie was just, I feel like scripted wise, it was just all over the place. And I feel like I would have to know, I'd have to pre-know like what the actual musical is to like have a gist of what's happening in this. And I don't think this kind of depicted as like an oblivious viewer. It was, there's so much like missing. And then also there was no anticipation to the wizard. So we're waiting for this wizard, but we don't know what the wizard looks like. So to even discover this wizard. You get what I mean? Like, is that a spoiler? It's kind of a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler, but it's kind of like part of the dialogues. Like they got to try to find this wizard. I think that's like most of the things. Like they got to get to the wizard, and we already know who the wizard is. So it's kind of like, well, I don't really care. But I did, you know what I enjoyed mostly? I enjoyed the CGI. The CGI actually wasn't that bad. It generally wasn't that bad. Like the CGI, they did pretty damn good, especially with like rendering animals, because animals have fur. And so you have to like break the CGI machine to make sure that you register the fur properly. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like a blocky, pixelated dog shit, motion blurry mess. I think they did pretty decent. Also, the sets were pretty wicked. No pun intended, but like the sets were actually good. Like the sets, like everything looked good. It almost gave me like Wizard of Oz, but also like I was getting a little bit of Thor Love and Thunder vibes with how the sets were. Not in terms of like a weak movie, right? Thor Love and Thunder was pretty weak. I liked it when I first saw it, but then afterwards I let him articulate, and I was like, yeah, this movie's a little dog shit. The CGI though, like, and the sets, like I don't even know how much of the set is like built off, and then how much of it is like, they do like the spectral room thing where like you take half the room and then you do like the introspect and all the different like areas of the room that you're basically assuming, right? But I did enjoy the CGI. I think that the CGI did not look like, like crusty and like dog shit, because that's always the big turn off for me. If the movie has like dog shit CGI, like I'm not watching it. I'm sorry. Okay, so to not get into too much spoilers, I think that the movie overall was okay. And I just, as like a avid casual, I struggled to understand the timeline and what we were really getting to. I think that the wardrobes were really fucking good. The wardrobes, like everything looked good, but in terms of scripture and dialogue and anything that involved like telling a storyline to your casual viewer just didn't work. Like I feel like you have to know the lore to get it, and I just don't know the lore, so I didn't get it. It was okay though. It was okay. I think that, you know, Cynthia's an amazing singer. Ariana Grande is an amazing singer. I also have like a little bit of a thing where it's like, I know you too much. Like I know Ariana started as an actor, right? It's like, I just know you a little bit too much out of acting. So it's like, it's kind of seemed weird when she was, you know, acting and stuff, but you know, she did okay. She's not a bad actor. Ariana Grande. And so Ariana Grande. Young man. There's no need to get down. I say, young man, pick yourself up the ground. I don't know why that. Okay, so with that being said, I think Cynthia, amazing actor, amazing singer. Like everyone did a good job. Everyone did a good job. I just didn't like the dialogue, the scripture. Not even necessarily dialogue. It's just like the storyline. Like just didn't get it. I think dialogue to a certain effect of like I wasn't able to grasp things. You know what I mean? Like if something's in a sing song, I can't really interpret a sing song as much because I don't know what's a double entendre. What's a metaphor? What's this like? What is all this? What is it? I don't know. Like what's like, there's just so much. You know what I mean? There's just so much. And it's like, it's sung in a song. So it's, I feel like songs, sometimes you gotta listen to a song like multiple times to understand what's going on. And if it's a musical and we're like it's a musical, so it has to be that way. I understand. But it's also like, what I was anticipating is almost like a Medea. You know, like a Medea? And those are like the broad live ones, like those ones had a lot of songs in it, but a lot of times the dialogue and scripture, and I think it's just because this is more like a PG type of film, so the dialogue and scripture had like an anticipation towards it. It had something where you were like waiting for something to happen. Like if you ever watch any of those like Medea plays, like the live ones where like they're on stage and stuff, right? Those ones I used to watch back in the day as like a little kid, and it was always something of like somebody's going through something with their baby daddy, or like some sort of like premise, but I'm anticipating something. I just didn't feel like I was feeling something of some sort of anticipation when the anticipation was the wizard. Now if they had hid the wizard's face and hid the wizard, I'd be like, who the fuck is the wizard? Now I'm intrigued. But if I already know what the wizard looks like, and then also I couldn't find I'm trying not to like spoil everything, right? I've already said the decent amount, but like like the whole time I'm like, okay, we're singing, we're doing this, but like what are we trying to get at other than meet the wizard? Like are we just trying to meet the wizard and he's supposed to like just save the day and that's it? What are we trying to do? Are they trying to, like, you know what I mean? And so I think the basis is, I think the storyline just didn't fit for me. You know what I mean? I think I liked visually what's going on, but in script writing just wasn't that great. Okay, they did do great musical compositions, right? You know, we can give them that. Like the songs aren't bad, but overall I just didn't enjoy it that much. But yeah, honestly, Wicked was an okay movie. I thought that it did and served a decent purpose. I think that was the part 1, so there's gonna be a part 2 apparently that they're gonna do. We'll see, you know. I also thought it was pretty wicked that Ariana Grande's boyfriend had to sit there and like be the cuck the whole film. He had to be a cuck the whole film. Like what? Like I could never play that part. I'm sorry. He had to be the cuck the whole film. He was like just getting cucked the whole film. Just like in that corner in the chair. Hey, look, there's no. I don't think there's a problem with having a romantic interest in somebody and like, you know, it's just not there. But the problem is like it's totally different when like you're fully aware of their spouse or like who they are interested in, and it's like you're still like just getting cut. That's a bit wicked. It's like if they don't want you, just like, you know, just go. But yeah, it was all right. It was chill. If I had to rate this from like the first movie, honestly, keep it a buck. Everything hits except for the dialogue and like storyline. So I can honestly say I could easily rate this. Like I was gonna go 6.9. I was gonna go with the 6s, but I say I can easily give this like a 7.1. It's just kind of average, you know. They hit all the tropes of like good wardrobe, good sets, good CGI. I feel like everything else kind of failed. Like the acting was good. I just feel like, and people kind of delivered, you know, pretty decently. I think I couldn't grasp the movie. So I don't know. I couldn't grasp it. as much as I would want to. I just feel like I just was lost the whole movie. Like, well, what's happening? Like, it's like I can understand that in dialogue. I'm interpreting information, but I don't know where we're going. What's happening? I don't get it, and I'm not excited because I already know what the wizard looks like. So like, what else are we? What else? But yeah, that was it. Wicked, pretty decent film. And yeah, so with that being said, it's gonna wrap us up for today. And so to all my beautiful huggers and kissers, I hope you enjoyed the movie. If you enjoyed the movie, leave down in the comments down below if you liked it, and if you didn't, you know, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below. And with that being said, my huggers and kissers, mwah, I love you, and I'll see you when you're older. Was that a good one?